all fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Now, improving NBA officiating has gone high-tech. Today, the NBA uses the proprietary game review system, which is broken down from double-digit camera angles. Analysts spend a day or two dissecting each game. And Kevin, that data is used for evaluating, training, and communication with the teams.
Isn't that something? I mean, every day there's something new. Fascinating stuff, DA. Thank you. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. We've got Paul, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Devin Booker. Then it's Bridges, and it's Ayton in at center. And for the Magic, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. Fultz and Ross pair up to make the backcourt. And it's Wagner in at the 3. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
Ross on the wing, takes a 3. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. Look at the last game for the Suns. It was a win against the Timberwolves at Target Center. And it's Paul missing. And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for the Orlando Magic. It's a 3-point game.
Well, we know Markelle Fultz can get cooking on the offensive end, but his responsibility to get the guys around him involved, nicely done.
Buries it from 3-point range.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Ross. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Here's Wagner. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet.
Boy, what a great find by Carter Jr. Not a ball-stopping big man. You gotta love it.
For 3, Booker, another 3 for Phoenix.
And you can see that backcourt just setting the tone for the entire team.
Fultz against Booker. They double him with Booker. Ross with a wide open look. Nailed from 3-point land.
You have to know when to simply catch and shoot, and it serves Terrence Ross very well that time.
Paul fires from way outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Over in the corner, Banchero. There's Wagner with the 3. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start. And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Down low, and stolen by Ayton. Fultz against Bridges. Fires the 3. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Orlando. They've had a very slow start to the season so far, down in the bottom half of the conference. Orlando's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Fultz kicks to Wagner. Back to Fultz. All alone. That shot misses. The Suns go the other way with it. Paul for 3. Unable to get that one.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
An elite prospect with very few holes in his game. Banchero can score from all 3 levels, makes plays for others, terrific rebounder, and the list goes on and on. And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's Ross. Goes up on the wing. Bridges with the board. And he scouts at Banchero as the safest pick in the draft. Would you agree?
He and maybe Jabari Smith Jr. What separates Banchero a little, he's an elite back to the basket scorer. Those guys have become increasingly harder to find.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here.
And now, please welcome the 407.
And with a break here, let's look at the stats for Bridges. And not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And yeah, he's one of the dead-eye sharpshooters in the game for sure. A top 5 percentage guy from deep. Just a hard man to slow down. And that one's good, Wagner.
Listen, this guy might be young, but Franz Wagner has already proven to be a sweet shooting big man.
Booker the pass to Paul. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Paul's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Suns. Now, Wagner. Boy, was he something else against Dallas. Bucket is good.
We've seen this from Wagner over and over. This guy understands when a man is open. He's got the timing and the touch to make the pass.
Now, here's Bridges. For 3, Booker. They get the rebound. Ayton dishes to Bridges. And here's Booker from the arc. Trains the three-pointer. Booker's got 6.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
To the inside. And there's Fultz on the assist from Ross.
Wow, what a nimble move on the interior by Fultz. He touches the paint and wants to score it.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And it's time to get loud. It's your 407 dance team.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Wagner's checked in for Carter. Ole comes in for Banchero. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Franz Wagner. And Anthony subbed in for Terrence Ross. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Sharch checked in for Ayton. Jay Crowder comes in for Mikal Bridges. Johnson, he's checked in for Paul. And it's Payne in for DeMarcus Cousins.
I love it when guards are willing to get on the inside and go ahead and make plays. Cole Anthony, a scorer by nature.
Phoenix, no good that time either. The Magic trail by 3. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
Fultz, good on the shot. You know, there's lots of basketball to be played, Doris. However, for teams off to a cold start, is it time to panic, or when is it time to panic?
It's never time to panic, Kevin, because that is not going to advance your cause. I think you have to look analytically at what's happening. Do you have key guys out to injury? How many new guys do you have on your roster? Is there something in particular contributing to your tough times? But it's never, ever time to panic.
Now, Wagner, after Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer. Just 4 to shoot. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. .158 left to play here in the first. Lets it go from deep. Again, the miss by Booker.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Isaac finds Wagner. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And with all the youth of this Magic team, you feel like, Doris, they are on the verge of something big.
For their fan base, Kevin, you certainly hope so. What you're really looking for is maybe the breakthrough that the Cleveland Cavaliers had last year. A textbook job of rebuilding with youth and quality trades. You have to stay patient and understand this is a process. Well, what we know about Mo Wagner is that he has consistently grown over the course of his NBA career. This guy has versatility as a scorer. He has tremendous energy that he brings nightly, and he wants to get better.
And the dunk by Booker.
Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
Anthony kicks to Fultz. Takes the 13-footer. Isaac left side. Wagner trying to get open. Isaac misses.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Well, make the right play at the rim. Devin Booker sees an opportunity and doesn't hesitate.
And it's Fultz with the ball for the Magic. They trail by 3. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
You know what, though? Not only did they get to the free throw line a lot, but they converted at a high clip.
Well, they pushed the action on the offensive end, strategically super aggressive, and it really paid off for them at the free throw line.
Booker's shot is good.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Anthony. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Anthony's got his second basket of the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Payne. From outside, off the mark. The Magic trail by 4. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Rejected by Booker. Out of bounds. Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Jeff Green, he's checked in for Saric. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Anthony finds Isaac. Back to Anthony. Lets the 3 fly. And he's good on the 3 ball. Anthony's got 7 points in the game.
Now, fans certainly used to the 3 ball flying from Cole Anthony. He is not shy, folks.
A 3-pointer is right on target.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Isaac outside. From deep. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Phoenix Suns. We witnessed him delivering a series of 3-pointers as he notched 3 total in the quarter. Back right after this.
And please give a big round of applause for your Magic Youth Dance Team.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
At the forward positions, it's Wagner and Banchero. Anthony is out there with Terrence Ross, and it's Bull in at the center filling out the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic.
And what a strong finish from Banchero. His guys love when he throws it down.
And here's Booker from the arc. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Ross. A 3-ball. It doesn't go for him. Now the Suns take it the other way. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
Bridges. Banked in off the glass. Now it's a 7-point Suns lead.
Well, we know this. Mikal Bridges has the length and hops to score inside. Nicely done.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
Orlando, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Wagner passes to Banchero. With the step back, poke loose. Inside, here's Ross, and the jam by Ross.
Well, Terrence Ross's game lends itself to a dunk waiting to happen. This guy is tremendous as an athlete.
Bridges for 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. All checked in for Phoenix. DeMarcus Cousins comes in for Booker. Now, here's Bridges. They picked up 24 points in their last one against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. Orlando has a very young roster. Coach Jamal Mosley says, one thing I've said to them is dominate the simple. The more we can keep it simple, the better we'll be. Not overthinking, just playing off instincts and reaction. Kevin, back to you.
Good place to start. Makes a lot of sense. David, thanks. Fultz, he's checked in for Anthony. And the Suns also making a change. Sharge is checked in. Passes to Banchero. Carter with a screen on Sharge. Banchero passes to Carter. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Suns leading by 4. And Phoenix with another turnover here. Here's a look at the schedule for the Magic. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Charlotte Hornets. Then on Wednesday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And when you look at that Pacers matchup, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
It's good from long range.
Whenever Fultz is in a catch-and-shoot situation, you know he can't wait for that ball to find his hands.
Sharge inside. He's defended by Wagner. Ball against Ross. There's his third field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
And for a smaller player, Chris Paul appears so comfortable on the interior. He knows he can score from this area.
Now here's Fultz. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
And what a wrecking ball defensively, seen by the 4 steals he had in that game.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Carter. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Franz Wagner. Crowder, he's checked in for Phoenix. Paul with the ball. Isaac picks him up. And again, it's the Suns missing. The Magic have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field.
And the Magic have been one of the league's worst offenses in recent years. In fact, it's been over a decade since they've been average in that regard. Drafting a ready-made weapon in Paolo Banchero, they hope can help them take a step in the right direction.
And here is Ross following the 3 from Chris Paul. Free throw line jump shot. Here's Carter. It's rebounded by Paul. And it's Paul with the ball for the Suns. 3-point lead. Here's Cousins. And it's off from 3-point range. Orlando's gone 2 for 5 from 3-point land since the end of the first. Ross on the wing. A 3. Happy to see that one go in. He's shooting 4 for 10 with that basket.
And he's on a good pace here for 3-point range. Made 1 in the first, 2 more here in the second. It seems like with more to come.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And finished off by Banchero.
Well, tremendous understanding from the young Jonathan Isaac. How about that awareness for the young guy?
Suns have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Crowder, Phoenix, no good that time either.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. Now a timeout called by Orlando. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Wow, you can't let Wagner get established like that. If he does, scoring is easy.
Here's Cousins. Drills the three-pointer. Cousins has got 9 points.
That's his first triple of the second period, third of the game.
And the foul called on Cameron Payne. That is his first foul of the game. Anthony's checked in for Orlando.
Coming on the floor from Orlando Magic, Cole Anthony.
We've got 1:55 left in the first half. And finished off by Fultz.
Well, this has to contribute to Markelle Fultz's confidence, showing right there he can get through the defense.
That'll be a 5-second call. Let's check out some of the best shooting teams out there. The Suns, #1.
Just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
Here's Anthony. It's hauled in by the Suns. Here's Johnson. He puts up decent numbers on a nightly basis, averaging about 10 points a game. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. When you think of half-court offenses in general, Greg, how critical is ball and player movement to a team's success?
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation scores, it's essential. Even then, keeping the defense rotating and reacting is the best way to create open looks and offensive rebound opportunities.
Well, when you've got big-time athleticism and power, Jonathan Isaac, be aggressive at the cup.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds that time. And a quick look at some of the numbers for Franz Wagner. .107 left to play here in the half. Fultz dishes to Anthony. Looking for Fultz. He gets it in there. That one falls. Fultz has got the lead up to 7 now for Orlando.
Well, it's excellent recognition from Cole Anthony, but how about your offense working to get a man that wide open? Pretty.
Pass to Johnson. Now Cousins from downtown drops in the tray. Cousins has got 12.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
Fultz the pass to Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Oh, my goodness, going to the rim with aggression is young Cole Anthony.
Now the pass to Crowder. Here's Cousins. Another 3 for Phoenix.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. The quick look, no good that time. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The 3. And it's Cousins. That time on the assist from Payne. Cousins has got the game tied up here for Phoenix.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Isaac finds Fultz. Wagner, right side. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Here's Cousins. And he beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
Great awareness in crucial situations. Nicely done.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, hot start, cool finish. What happened out there?
Well, we came out with a lot of energy, but in the second quarter, it died down a little bit. You know, it's real. Everybody's very excited. You know, our team's excited, their team's excited, officials excited, you know what I mean? So we just got to calm down and play a little bit.
And I'm excited. Thanks, Chris. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Hi, folks. It's shaping up to be a good second half as we've seen the Orlando Magic trying to take control of this game.
They're going to work in the paint, relentless, continuing to attack. That defense is on his heels right now.
Yeah, they're destroying him down there. Don't shift away from it.
And let's shift focus over to our NBA Power Rankings for a look at the latest standings.
Taking a look here at Orlando. They're still at the bottom third of the league. Something will need to change for them to move up in the rankings.
We knew this team would need time to figure things out. And we were right. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You know, Cousins has really been making it happen, guys.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Well, one of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. Bridges out there with Ayton. Then it's Chris Paul. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Cousins in at the 2 spot. Booker, good.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Fultz against Booker. Takes a shot at the elbow. Fultz, no good. Suns leading by 6.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Cousins, the pass to Booker. Off target from three-point range. Fultz with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Knocks it loose. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. And the dunk by Booker.
Devin Booker found his rhythm early. He's sustaining the offense all by himself, and his teammates simply keep finding him.
In just 4 seasons, Phoenix Greg went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team. But he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says, it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. Group of guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here. And they are sure glad they got him, Kevin.
They are indeed, no doubt. D.A., thank you.
Wow, another empty possession out of the gates. 0 for 4 in this half. Brutal.
Sinks the triple.
How about the range from Mikal Bridges? Not intimidated by the extra distance.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
See some numbers for Paul. He's right around 13 points a night, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And you talk about defensive presence, he's the real difference maker on that end.
Yeah, he's always somewhere around the ball, finding ways to help his team by shutting down the opponents.
And it's Banchero missing.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts. Oh, great ball movement there.
The Magic trail by 14. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his 3rd foul of the game. The Magic making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. And the Suns also making a change. Jeff Green is checked in for Paul. Booker against Anthony. Banchero a screen for Anthony. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul.
And it's still early in the period, and they're only one foul away from being over the limit.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Magic moving the ball around. And here's Anthony for three. It's hauled in by the Suns. Cousins has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And as I watch Cole out there, Kevin, I just love the progression he's made. The young man's put the work in to improve his game and really only starting to scratch the surface.
Ross against Cousins. Trying to the hoop. And Ross with the slam.
Boy, that has to be a relief, ending a 14-0 run by Phoenix.
Booker looking around. For three, Bridges, good. A nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 4 assists in the game. For Cole Anthony, GA, this team believes in his future.
I mean, he's a competitive kid and knows how to play the right way. And now he understands how to play winning basketball. And that's no bias from me. That's just my analysis.
Now, here's Green. Bridges kicks to Booker. There's the three. Ross grabs the board. And so it's Ross. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets.
4th foul of the night. Now he needs to be smart. Can't reach in and pick up something foolish.
So for the Magic, Mo Wagner comes in for Carter. And it's Bol in for Ross. And Phoenix also making a switch. Johnson, he's checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. Now here's Anthony. 9 points in the game so far. And Bol wide open. He shoots. Offline with his three.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Johnson dishes to Bridges. Johnson, the pass to Bridges. And here's Booker from the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Booker's got 24 points.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Anthony kicks to Wagner. The Magic again can't hit. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 20-5 run. Anthony with it, now guarded by Booker. And Wagner has it in the corner. Booker pulls it in. Booker's got 5 rebounds tonight. From the arc. It's not going to go for him. And Orlando will come the other way.
Oh, my. He really needs to be careful now. That was his 5th foul of the night.
Doris, you have to appreciate how confident Cole Anthony is in his game.
Kevin, I love the swagger this young man plays with. He feels and believes that he can score on anyone at the NBA level. And that kind of attitude is what, to me, makes this guy unguardable. And, Greg, I cannot imagine how proud you are as his father.
Well, Doris, there's no doubt that I'm proud of him. And you're right, he probably does think he can score on just about anybody, even when he can't.
Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Banchero. And for the Suns, Sharch checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Crowder comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Payne in for Booker. The Magic trail by 17. And Crowder comes up to help. Wagner finds Wagner. Here's Bol. Another miss by Orlando. Suns have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Outside Crowder for the three. Good on the three-point shot. Crowder's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Bol. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Suns leading by 20. Payne dishes to Sharch. Bridges for three. It's hauled in by the Magic. Wagner outside. And Wagner has it in the corner. Bangs home the trifecta. Wagner's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, Mo Wagner, a legit threat from deep. This guy's so good at pulling the trigger when you give him an opportunity.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Here's Isaac. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Saric. And for Orlando, it's been a tough decade. We would agree on that. And Greg, they've only won 2 playoff games since 2012.
Well, they've only made the playoffs twice in that span as well. So they've got a lot of draft picks lined up in the next few years, and they need to make good on those high picks.
Well, the potential of Jonathan Isaac is truly exciting. This guy is still a bit raw, but he has every tool to be successful, both offensively and defensively.
And here's Wagner. He's got 7. Anthony finds Wagner. And yes, it's good. And that's now 9 points for Franz Wagner.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him. And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Now here's Saric. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Bridges misses. The Magic trail by 16. Pass to Anthony. 54 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Clock at 6. Nails the baby hook. Wagner's got 10 points.
Well, Jonathan Isaac coming such a long way in terms of his awareness and vision. Nice setup.
Offensive rebound. Bridges passes to Saric. Johnson kicks to Crowder. Shoots the 3. Payne can't hit.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Wagner. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Suns. And here's Johnson outside, and Bull pulls it down. Bull's got 7 rebounds in the game. Anthony, the pass to Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Well, we know Mo Wagner is a sweet shooting big, but right there he says, you know, I can get off my feet too.
Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And so it's Phoenix holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. We've got more in store for you right after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Fultz and Ross pair up to make the backcourt. Banchero out there with Wagner. And it's Carter in at the 5. Fultz is out there for Orlando.
Oh, bold play by the rookie Banchero, answering with that 3.
The Magic trail by 11. Ross in the corner. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Paul dishes to Booker. From deep. Another 3 for Phoenix.
There's a level of floor awareness that has always been innate to Chris Paul. What a pretty find.
Ross for 3. The shot missing. The Suns go the other way with it. Fires for 3. Booker no good. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Fultz looking around. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Carter.
A 7'5" wingspan and outstanding touch. Carter Jr. makes that look easy against the contest.
Paul for three. It's rebounded by Fultz. The Magic have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Floats one up. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Paul for three. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Wagner's got his 5th rebound in this one. Fultz with the ball. Now guarded by Payne. For three, Ross. The shot comes out, and Phoenix will come the other way. Paul outside. There's the triple. Knocks down the 3 ball. Paul's got 6 here in this quarter.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His 2nd from distance this half, 5 overall.
And Wagner has it in the corner. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Suns leading by 15. Ayton, the pass to Paul. Good ball movement here by the Suns. They grab their own miss. Ayton kicks to Payne. 3-pointer, Crowder. Banchero grabs the board. Banchero's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Passes it to Fultz. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And I just love his competitiveness he's showing there. Team might be down, but a drive like that could spark them.
Now, here's Banchero, defended by Paul. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And there's already a loyalty aspect to Banchero's makeup, starting with the tribute to the city he grew up in.
He literally takes Seattle everywhere he goes. You look at the tat on his right bicep. It has the Seattle skyline, Mount Rainier, the street he grew up on. In terms of his character, that indicates deep roots and a solid foundation he can build on.
The first free throw is good.
And a big man who can do a little bit of everything. Banchero's future is certainly bright.
Franz Wagner's checked in for Orlando. And then for Phoenix, Green comes in for Crowder. And it's DeMarcus Cousins in for Cameron Payne. Good on both. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Ayton kicks to Paul. Another 3 for Phoenix.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Booker against Fultz. No good there. Some solid defense from Ayton.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
The Magic trail by 17. To the paint. From 10 feet out. That one wide left. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Booker's shot is good.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Here's Fultz. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Phoenix leading by 20. Cousins finds Paul. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Cousins has got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the 3-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness. Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Orlando's gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only 1 of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
Well, Markelle Fultz doesn't stand and settle for a jumper. He attacks the rim with that athleticism. Nicely done.
Booker, no good. The Magic shooting in the fourth quarter down around 31%, not playing with as much energy here lately. Count it.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Magic shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Deep two from Wagner. And Orlando again with the bucket.
Such a good mix of moves. Getting in his bag, Franz Wagner on the pull-up jumper.
And the Suns call time for the Magic. Wagner's checked in for Carter. Isaac comes in for Ross. And Anthony subbed in for Fultz. And a change for the Suns. Bridges checks in to the wing on the left. Paul for three. Ayton kicks to Paul. Ayton trying to break free. They get it back. Over in the corner, Paul for three. Booker, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 4 assists now tonight. Here's Orlando now. Wagner outside. Here's Banchero. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
That free throw, good from Banchero. And Greg, what separates Paul from the other 2 guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
Basket counts. Paul's got 25 points in the game.
Well, you think because of his frame, it would be easy to knock Chris Paul off balance, but this guy has concentration and tenacity. Really good job keeping his focus.
Wagner wide open. No good from outside. Suns leading by 23. Bridges, no one around him. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Suns.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought. An all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Devin Booker.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
6 on the shot clock. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Wagner wide open. Another miss by Orlando. Phoenix controlling this game. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Ayton kicks to Paul. From outside the arc, Bridges misses. Anthony with it. Pass to Wagner. Anthony taking his time here. So it's the Suns winning easily here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, DeMarcus. Congrats on the win. We know how tense you are on the floor, but it looked like tonight maybe you're having a little fun out there.
That's the thing. I'm just trying to come out here and have fun. I got a lot going for myself, and I'm too blessed to be out here frowning all the time. So I'm going to try to keep a smile on my face.
Well, it's a good look for you, man. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And now our New Balance player of the game, Devin Booker.